Hello, hello. Do you want to intro or no? So, we just had like some junk go down, and I was like sleeping. Sleeping. So, these hooligans, these absolute hooligans, decide, hey, let's look behind this thing in this temple that we don't know what it is. And you know how we're gonna test it once we find the portal? Let's throw a pixie barbarian into it that's half asleep. That sounds like the most sane idea ever. So, uh, um, then they were like, oops, she kind of went through it instead of just poking it or hitting it or destroying it. So, Artie followed me, and then, uh, Cutter went back to, tell everybody else what happened. So then, long story short, everybody ends up inside the portal. And we wind up here. We like fall down right in front of this tent thing right here. Yeah, let me scroll up so you can see the tent. Tent. There we go. Yeah. Anyways. So then we're just like, oh, we're not in Kansas anymore. And so we're in the Fay Plain. And we landed here. And we're like trying to get the lay of the land. And then this guy comes over and introduces himself. And he's like, oh, wayward child, you have brought a great gift. You know, because I'm Faye. And then Brachus gives them a barrel of water, pure fresh water from an area where it is very rare. And so then we're invited to this banquet, and we're given a test. A test to see if where our loyalties, or where we say our loyalties lie. So those who sip the wine are trusted. Those who do not sip the wine are taken somewhere. We don't know where, and that is where we left off.
So long as they're given a fair opportunity to demonstrate that they mean the unseelie court no harm, then I, I do not object.
Hmm. Very well. Please, you may stay and feast and drink. If you are done, we have accommodations for you. All to your liking, I assure you. And tomorrow we shall meet at my court. You all are welcome to attend their judgment.
Uh, will they be representing themselves in judgment, or is there like a court appointed representative or an advocate?
You may be present for sentencing.
Uh, what is the nature of the judgment process, if I might ask? I do apologize if I'm prying, but your legal system intrigues me.
I judge. I pass sentence.
The trial you speak of, is it fairly standardized or, kind of a flavor of the month?
It is a trial for each individual, best suited for their skills.
Individualized learning plans. Excellent.
Yes.
So kind of like a trial by combat sort of thing.
If that's what their specialty is, but the whispers have spoken to me, and the winds say that these two are. Well, one is suited for killing, maybe, but not combat. The other, more for his vast knowledge.
Can can, can we see them before it's time for their combat?
Oh, that will be after the sentencing.
Oh, can we see them before that part?
You will see them in court. Although you have drunk and are trusted, they are not. And I fear such corruption may spread.
Oh,
And with this, she stands up to leave. The rest of the attendants stand up as well, as you would when a honored figure of high rank stands at a formal dining situation.
Nixie,
Yeah.
what's what's the plan here?
Um, they do a trial. You don't really mess with the unseelie court. You just kind of hope that there's an opportunity for you to spin things in the direction you would like.
Sounds like I should make sure my cup's full before this.
Sure.
It's around this time, with all of your passive perceptions, you notice much time has passed since you went through the portal, but the sun in this place is not set. It has been threatening setting or perhaps rising the entire time you've been here, but the glow of either dawn or dusk has not changed. The rest of the Fey party continues to celebrate and feast and drink. And it seems like there is no end to the food or drink, except for the barrel of water which is half completed.
So how long do we have until the judgment thing? Because it's obviously not a trial.
The large Spriggan speaks up. You misunderstand. It's not a regular trial by your courts. The trial is what the sentencing determines. The trial is what they must undergo to prove their loyalty.
Can we help them in the trial, or is that just like all of them?
You may assist, but the trial's tailored for them.
Okay.
They would be most suited. You can help purify them, just as they may corrupt you.
If we got them to drink, would that just like fix all this, or are we past that step?
They all laugh. Especially the red caps. This red cap in particular, Portals is like, oh, we can fix it real quick. Don't know if your friends would like that, though.
Okay. The smaller the things, the worse the attitude. Marking that down.
You didn't know that already?
I was going for more data, but you definitely set me on that trail. Okay. I appreciate the advice, Tree Man. I was stumped there for a while. Is it can like if I fall asleep and try to rest beforehand, or nobody's going to do anything, right?
I mean, not picking up what you're laying down, but
Oh,
probably
I just making sure I can rest in peace. I'm not going to wake up and like still have all my limbs, or
Oh, unless you want to lose them.
no,
Okay, you're not offering. All right.
no.
No, all right. Yeah, no, you're one of us. One of us.
Oh, when do I get to fly like Nixie?
Well, I mean, if you really want to do that, we can talk. Yeah, we can talk.
Not
You're
everyone
starting to
here
look a lot.
flies.
You're starting to talk a lot more like the mushroom guy. I'm now concerned about him. Where can I go rest? Talking to y'all is a bad idea.
Oh, let me escort you. And he's willing to take you to a nice furnished grove with beds of moss and nice fluffy fungi.
I yell out to Fyodor. Remember, 4 limbs, 10. No, sorry, 9 toes, 10 fingers.
I, you lost me.
Okay, I'm telling you what I have before I went in. Good night.
Oh, okay. Well, keep them safe.
And Artie goes and rests.
All right. Artie is resting. The rest of the party, what are y'all doing? There's some opportunities here to discuss things Fey related. One person, the red cap, has already hinted at possibly gaining wings or becoming Fey-like. It seems like you are very well welcomed here. Cutter and Lomar have since been removed from your presence, and it seems as they were being taken away, more guard-like beings started to converge upon them. So it looks like they are very much under secure monitoring.
So I'm a bit curious. Like where we came from, there are all these little like Wesselkin people, and they said that we did that to them, which like I don't know how to do that. How do we do that?
Hmm. There's a little discomfort in some of them in there, and mixed with some glee from others. The large Spriggan addresses you. That's primarily Prince Frost's domain. He's fond of swapping out mortals for changelings or his new approach with Wesselkins.
So I should talk to him about it. Thanks.
You're most welcome, little sister. All right. With that, the Fae seem like they will party all night. The party members, if they so desire, can get the equivalent of a full night's rest while being here. They feel very comfortable at this place. Everyone except for Cutter and Lomar. But even Cutter and Lomar shall receive a full rest after this night.
Okie dokie.
And with that, I'm going to switch over to Cutter and Lomar for a little bit. I don't have a map set up for you. But when you come to, you are both inside a very thick briar as a cage. It is iron wood. So real hard, real sharp. And outside, you can see these beast-like figures prowling back and forth. Cutter and Lomar, y'all are both really intelligent in this area. You take it that there's at least 6 of them, with maybe a couple switching in and out. But they sound like the moving of heavy branches in a frosty storm, creaking and cracking with little bits of ice shattering as they move back and forth. You are separated, but there's enough of a gap that you can see and speak with each other. Cutter, what are you doing?
It's the face, so I'm gonna wait it out.
Lomar, custom roll. Interesting.
No, that was for destiny points.
What wife?
Chat.
Reading Roll20 chat. Long rest. And destiny points. Thank you. Also, thank you, Lomar, for the 1 point for the GM. Thank you. So I get 1 and 2. Then Brockus, Artie, and Cutter get y'all 3. There we go. Appreciate that, Lomar. Inspiration for you just for that.
Lamar isn't really saying anything either. He's not sure what to think, so he's just kind of sitting here and just watching as people or beings go by.
Okay, with that, is anyone planning on doing anything prior to the court? Go with Baracus.
I'll be present for the trial. I'm kind of worried about what kind of trial there'll be and whether or not we're permitted to assist. I'm thinking not. But I guess I'll be there for the send off. If it doesn't go well, uh, I don't think we're allowed to intercede on your behalf. It's not that kind of advocacy.
All right, Artie.
I've always said a well-rested dwarf was the best kind of dwarf.
Yeah, you're sleeping the night away, not trying to pull any shenanigans at all. Nixie?
No shenanigans.
No shenanigans. And one last time for Cutter and Lomar. Cutter?
Mm, I'll inspect the lock.
There is no lock. It is a fully enclosed ironwood briar, as if it was uh, conjured or instructed to be around you. Do you wear gloves?
I do.
Okay. So if you were to look down, you wouldn't see any exposed skin of your own, correct?
Correct.
All right. So give me a perception check. I feel like you should be able to notice this, but it also makes sense that you wouldn't. Okay. You feel different. Like your face feels different. You've changed bodies enough time that you know when you're out of sorts or like you can feel the textures that you're trying to portray. And those aren't the what you were trying to portray is not currently going on right now. You feel very blank slate. With that, do you have any reactions or actions you'd like to take?
Like blank slate, as in I am not shapeshifted.
Yes.
I'm a cover up.
You are mostly covered up, and you have the mask on
Yep.
and a hood, so you have that going
I
for
don't
you.
like the fate.
Either, but these are friends.
Not food.
You
Well.
are Faye.
Not to his knowledge. All right, with that, Lomar, one last time.
Lomar is not doing anything right now.
Okay, with that, time shall pass. And our party will find themselves being brought to the throne room. All right, let me know if this shows up nicely for all of y'all.
Yes, sir.
Using a new token for the Queen of Air and Darkness. Actually, there you go. So, Cutter and Lomar, you are brought to this place across a bridge, up this large chopped up tree trunk to the Unseelie Court. You see 5 what appears to be stone, but it's just ironwood cut out into chair-like thrones. The Queen of Air and Darkness is sitting in the center. The large Spriggan is sitting next to her. You are being escorted by redcaps and sprite-like figures. You're not really sure of all the different races and types there are of Fae. with giant trees and beast-like apparitions of looks like branches or ice all combined together. And Baracus, Nixie, and Artie, you all would have been instructed where to go prior to this. So if you would like to rearrange where you would like to be, you can, but you must be at least 5 feet behind them and 10 feet from the throne platform. There's a lot more lesser fey creatures behind you. I just didn't want to overclog the map in case anyone's computers couldn't handle it.
Can we approach the what are they called? The people that were taken from us, prisoners.
Nah. Sorry. 5 feet back. Appreciate it.
Y'all fucked up bad. Y'all just need a drink. That's all I gotta say.
The Queen of Air and Darkness descends upon the throne in a swirl of dark and brilliant wind and appears before Cutter and Lomar. Lost child and guest, honored guest of our court. You did not deign it suitable to toast and pledge yourselves to the unseelie court, like your friends, like our family. Such distrust is dangerous to let sit. But if you will not toast us, you can prove yourselves by performing a simple trial. Cutter, dearest changeling, you son of the Prince of Frost. The wind speaks to me and tells me of your unique skills. Tell me if I'm wrong. A trial to infiltrate Prince Frost's domain and discover what he's truly up to. Is this beyond you?
If the pay is right, nope.
The pay is your gracious acceptance into this court.
Fair enough.
And Lomar. The winds are quiet about you, but they speak words of knowledge. What is the knowledge you know?
The knowledge that I know is not of this place. It is not of really anything I've experienced in the last few weeks.
But
May I be more specific?
you learn and learn quickly, yes?
I like to think I do. However, this place, I seem to be fumbling everywhere I go.
This trial may not be best suited for you, but I believe you shall rise to the challenge. Cutter will infiltrate the court and learn there are documents that need discerning. Prince Frost has his own ways of deciphering Your task is to decipher and understand the machinations of his works.
That shouldn't be a problem.
He's changed. He's always been ambitious, but this is different. His plans for the Wesselkins were unknown, but it seems worse than before. The changelings may be affected as well. Your friends may accompany you in this quest. Do not die before it's completed. Is there any questions?
How do we get there?
The wind will guide you. Travel until it's too cold to bear, and then continue. You'll see his bridge, and across his bridge his kingdom. If not, his children will find you.
Can I have a coat before we go?
Of course.
I appreciate it. It sounds cold.
A coat is provided for you, and this coat will actually prevent you from feeling the effects of extreme cold or heat. It is
Just gift, Your Honor. I appreciate it.
Of course, my child. All in my court receive my blessings, or my ire.
Understood.
Alright. The coat offer is for anyone else who believes they would need it. It is a nice thing to have.
Gracious and honorable Queen, if obviously I've offended you, I would gladly take a coat as well. And one thing you mentioned was to not die before completing this task, and I hope to live up to that request. But I'm a bit hurt at the moment. Could you assist in any way with that?
Yes, you should feel very well rested. And the effects of the full night's rest do take effect. So, a long rest.
Thank you, Queen.
Of course. And it is not just me that was insulted, but the entire Unseelie court. But this trial shall fix this. Oh, yes.
And I wanted to talk to the Frost Prince anyway.
Yes. I had heard as much, and I'm glad I can assist you, my daughter.
Thank you.
Do. Going on great Fey adventure. All right. With this, you will be escorted part of the way, just to make sure that you are fully prepared for what's going on. But you are escorted through the Feywild and see many a marvelous and wonderful host of creatures and beings as you traverse it. Some of them seem very kind, some mischievous, some wicked, some a combination of all three. but you are left in a opening in the forest where the gloam still exists, but you can feel the frigid air start to get colder. Yep, buttoning up the coat is a good idea. And forgive me, I did not go through the list, but if anyone did have any last requests or questions for the Queen of Air and Darkness prior to leaving, what would those words have been? I'm okay if there's none. Mage armor, those are great words to be saying now. All right. Traveling on, y'all are in the Feywild, no longer escorted. I would like for, let's see, Artie, you're first alphabetically. Please give me a D100 roll. See if we get any wild encounters.
Do do do. Artie doesn't like squishy.
All right. Counting up to 4 to 5.
Counting up. I thought this was a deduction. This is the worst fate trick ever.
Okay. That doesn't make sense, but that one does. So I'm going to go with that one. You see 3 ice giants walking by. They seem like they do not see you. But they are all carrying large bags. I said ice giants, frost giants.
So we just stick low, guys. Artie says in a hushed tone.
I like this idea.
All right. The party is small, unassuming, and these guys are on a mission, it seems. However, you were told to continue going where the wind leads you, and the wind at your back is taking you in the same direction that those frost giants are heading.
Let's give them like an hour and let them go ahead.
They
If
can
we're going
trail
to follow
behind.
this, I want to keep it moving just because not listening to her last time did not work out too well for me.
So we're gonna fight these things.
No. They can go first. We'll follow. Hopefully unseen or
Quietly behind them.
uninteresting.
All right. So if you're going to be going up behind them, please. I'm gonna go off of Cutter's stealth check. You have advantage. This will be for the party.
Oh, but I already had advantage.
Yeah, no.
Almost a 30.
Yep. So with Cutter leading the way, he's directing you all in how to traverse the terrain without tipping off the tall giants that y'all are right behind him. Y'all are keeping your distance, but following along in the padded down snow because now it is a snow covered field that you are in, and making a lot less noise than you would on your own. Already, uh, you you might actually miss the sound of the crunching of the snow underneath your feet now that you're following what Cutter's directing you to do. But the frost giants continue moving on until they get to a tree. It is a large tree. They stop and pull out their axes and begin to chop away at it. What is the party doing? Cutter, you're leading the way. What do you do?
Sit and wait. I'm not gonna mess with frost giants.
I look at everybody and go, maybe this will work. And I tell Arturo, Artemis to fly over and touch the tree and cast invisibility on the tree.
All right, you're capable of doing that, and so you shall. So Artie flies over. How does he look when he's flying over there?
I have a homunculus that has wings, so it's
Oh,
doing it.
You got the homunculus doing it.
Yep, it's doing it. Quiet, shut up, not so obvious. It can
So
deliver the touch spells for me.
all right, the mechanical homunculus is your drone. Your drone is whirring over there.
Air
Reach out.
striking.
Hmm?
Air striking.
Air
To put it in American terms.
Oh gosh. Touches the tree and it disappears. It just makes it invisible, right?
Correct. It's just invisible.
Okay, so they're swinging at it. Let's see if they notice before they take another swing. The wife got me new real dice, so I'm going to be using those for these rolls. Because I really like them, and I don't get to use real dice that often anymore.
They're handmade.
Yeah. So two of them notice immediately that it has completely gone out, but the third follows through and hits it. It's still invisible, but they're touching at it and trying to inspect it and are very confused. They seem
Distraction. We we can use this opportunity.
Yep. So
I smite them.
you smite them?
Never mind.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. That's not funny.
I do not know what he's talking about.
I made a bad joke.
Okay.
We have a smitey angel in our other campaign.
Gotcha. Oh, okay. No, I'm picking up what you're laying down. I mean, if you want to try to smite him, I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm not going to stop you from smitten someone.
I want to hear what deity the rogue calls out to when he smites. In the honor of thievery.
Alright, so just to get y'all to a map where you can see what's going on, sort of. Don't have it all laid out for you, but the tree's invisible, so I don't have to make it, right?
Exactly.
There we go. So these giants are chopping at an invisible tree, investigating an invisible tree. The party is trying to go, we'll say, the direction of bottom to top to get past them. But they are very much distracted by what's going on. With their
Do I have to
distraction.
make more sneaksies or?
No, just tell me what you're doing. I'll let you know if you need to make a roll.
Oh yeah, sneaking around him and going the way the wind is leading. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. The homunculus you have can relay information, right? Like it has eyes. You can get details
Yes.
from it. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So it relayed that touch tree mission accomplished.
I give it a thumbs up. Good boy.
All right. It's going to roll back to you. Can you give me a stealth check for your homunculus?
Powell.
Wow.
Just like a, what is it? Like a leaf on the wind.
Yep. Leaf on the wind. It is turning off its rotors and just gliding down and picking back up when the howl of the wind goes or when the frost giants grunt. And yeah, you're able to pass by these guys no problem. Their bags on the ground, their axes tapping at the invisible tree, and you start making progress away from them. And you can hear them pick up their axes and chopping away quite a distance as you leave them behind. So you know that when they're done, they might be heading in the same direction as you and may catch up, but you got a little bit of lead start on them.
Honestly, turned out maybe better than I was thinking.
Distractions are good.
The force begins to you come across a new force right on the edge. It's snowy and pretty thick. As you enter it, the temperature drops even more. Those of you who have the cloaks, you feel perfectly fine. Did anyone not get a coat?
I've got winter clothes.
Winter clothes are good. That'll work. You realize you need to put those on if you haven't already.
I'm
I
covered
changed
head
my-
to toe in furs and leather.
Yes, and you are frigid. You feel like maybe if you were to cuddle up in Lomar's or Cutter's winter clothes, that would be good. They have like a hoodie. You could probably get in there.
Okay, I'm gonna go sit in a hood.
Artie, you got anything for the frigid winter?
Oh, Artie specifically asked for a coat for this reason.
No, I meant for spells to assist.
Oh,
Not spells, whatever you artificers do.
usually temperature's not the thing I'm prepared for. Usually things, not so much nature itself. I just stay away from it. If it's too cold, don't go there. This is very exceptional.
All right, Brockus Bone Snapper.
Uh-oh, you are a
Cold it
robot,
gets
sir.
above the
One more time, please. I heard 1 2 1 2, but it was a little bit choppy. I think if you press the push to talk, wait a second, and then speak, I think it'll be all right.
How do I sound now?
Tolerable.
Okay. Being that I'm from the Silver Marchers, south of the spine of the world, I would know what cold is. But I am no fool. I would take the coat.
Very well. That actually came through really well. Thank you. Also, coming from the spine of the world, you know this is beyond mortal frost. This is definitely magic enhanced. After traveling through here for a significant amount of time, you come across a clearing with a frozen lake in the center. Standing on the far side of the lake is a tall, regal figure in a fur cloak. He is flanked by two ice golems. Think of the giant ice thing from Frozen, and there you go.
So our job here, just to make sure I'm clear, is get some documents and get out, right?
Sounds about right. Interpret documents too.
I mean, can we just take those and then interpret them, or do they have to stay here?
Preferably stay here. It's stealth mission. Documents go missing, they notice.
I'm just thinking we don't need a fight here. Maybe we can, similar tactics. Cause a distraction, and the rest of y'all can go get this done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did really want to talk to him.
Okay.
Oh, Nixie's good at distraction.
Baracus loves to talk, though. So maybe we take Baracus to him. How do you feel about talking?
It depends on what you want me to say.
Distraction. Don't say distraction. That's not what that's not what I meant for you to say. But it's just for a distraction. It's really not important what you say. That's why I picked you.
So when I'm distracting them, right? Y'all will be laying in wait to do what precisely?
They're getting the documents and interpreting them, and we're just buying them time so that he's here and not there.
So I should draw as much attention to myself as possible,
I'll help you.
so they don't around.
Yeah, no, I'll help you with that part.
I was gonna ask him about the Wesselkins and tell them about the difficulties I've had with them. I feel like being sincere in what I'm talking to him about will make it be less deception and more sincerity, you know?
The giants we see, what type of giants are they?
These are frost or ice golems.
Ah, so not true frost giants as I have encountered in the north.
Correct.
Then my knowledge of frost giants is wasted. I would have regaled them with stories of the great hunts I've had, and perhaps we would have boasted, compared notes, and that would have distracted them. But I know not what distracts an ice golem. Well,
This is my first time ever seeing an ice golem, so we're in the same boat here.
Well, I mean, the guy in the middle would probably like your stories, but I want to ask him my questions first.
I'll follow your lead.
All right. Let me adjust this.
Also, can I sit in your coat?
My coat?
Yeah, just the hood. You're not using it, right?
I mean, my head is very bald. I'll give it a shot for a little while. If I start feeling tingly, I'll let you know.
Okie dokie. I'm good with like a sleeve cuff, anything, honestly.
There we go. Thank y'all for your patience. I liked the RP while that was going down. So that is what you see on the other side of the lake. And that is the lake you are on.
Okay. You guys go do your thing. Let's go.
For Cutter and Lomar, you see a distance away from behind this lordly figure is a bridge that leads to what appears to be a castle of some sort.
Whatever you decide, I will follow in your footsteps, Scudder.
Yeah, I'm sneaking in.
The Prince of Frost sees
I'm going to hold back.
Nixie and Baracus approach, and he greets you with a smile. His eyes betray a hint of malice. He invites you to join him for tea.
Thank you, Your Highness.
I was expecting my giants to return. They owe me. But such darling things you are to come visit. I sensed one of my children was with you, but he departed. Such mischievous beings.
Oh, yeah. Can never keep track of him. He doesn't like to be seen. Yeah, we saw your frost giants on the way here. They were cutting down a tree or something.
Yes. We need more parts.
Yes, I did want to discuss that with you. I've encountered some trouble on the mortal plane due to the Wesselkins that you've made. They like captured me and started interrogating me. And I didn't really know anything, so I thought I'd come talk to you about it.
Oh, yes. Some of the first, they weren't clear on what their intentions were. It was best to leave them in the dark. In such a grim and dark place, too. But their mission comes first. If they would only return, everything would be made clear, but they resent us.
Oh, what's their mission?
Spoilers. They shall know soon. Their original purpose has changed, but I've been told by one who is above all what needs to be done.
Oh,
Above all? Even the queen?
Oh, the throne comes and goes. And what is the unseelie court without the seelie court? What is the Fey plane without the mortals plane? With this, he has conjured up a nice tea table and pours out this slush into a teacup for you. Baracus, you were with her, correct?
Indeed, I am.
There we go. Please. Tea?
Oh, thank you. Iced tea is very yummy.
I do find it.
Do I take?
Was that?
Yeah, by all means, you first.
I find it most enjoyable. And you, strange creature.
Do I take it you follow the same rules as those in the unseelie court? That you speak no lies?
We are bound.
I ask. This drink you offer me, is there anything that I should know about it in terms of its origin and what it would do to me? I may not possess the physiology to drink it, is all I mean.
You will survive.
That I will not deny your gift. I will drink it. Thank you for your hospitality.
Hospitality is one of our key traits. With this, Artie, did you go with Lomar and Cutter as well?
I thought
Yes, I
Artie
did.
was with us.
No,
He stayed
I said
back.
I stayed back from y'all. I was going to go with them.
Yep, that's why I wanted clarification, because that could have gone either way. All right. So going to grab y'all, and for the sake of everyone else, make sure I get y'all in the right place. I'm only putting Nixie and Baracus on this map so y'all can see. And Cutter, Lomar, and Artie, you make it to the entrance to the bridge of the Frost Prince Palace. The gate is open. There are changelings manning the fort and the gate. In their unchanged forms.
Okay. So, how are you guys getting in?
All right. Wait, where are the changelings at?
They are manning the fort, and they are walking across the bridge as well. They all seem to be minding their own tasks. I'm trying to find an actual good token for these, but here you go. Here's a bad token instead.
All right, guys. I can make one more distraction. Hopefully it'll work. All eyes on me. Think it'll be enough?
Cutter, do we cross the bridge or go under? How do you usually do this? I'm a bit unfamiliar with this process.
Well, the process is normally I disguise myself and sneak in. You two? I cannot disguise.
I was going to watch the door and I was going to be like the getaway car driver, making sure nobody came in or went out kind of deal. Uh, I was going to send you with my homunculus friend here and make him smack you in the back of the head or something whenever danger came near. That's what I'm here for.
Works for me. Locus or Lomar can have homunculus.
Cutter, your knowledge and insight would let you know that you've been successful in your infiltrations a lot through disguise. You fit in and blend in perfectly with your siblings, these other changelings.
Mm-hmm. I know that.
Wait,
Okay, just making sure.
what if we were your prisoners?
I was about to say that. Yeah.
The thing is, no one knows I'm a changeling.
You look like one.
No, I've been in
Oh.
human form.
Oh,
No one in the party knows this.
okay. Sorry.
I apologize.
Hmm. Can you disguise yourself as one?
It's what they get paid to do.
No, you. Can you disguise yourself as one of them?
Yes, I do this all the time.
How about you make us your prisoners and disguise as one of them?
Fair enough. Give me 10 minutes.
Lots of privacy.
I start pulling stuff out and applying a disguise kit.
Oh, that is awesome. Inspiration.
For who?
Artie and Cutter.
Okay.
Yeah, gum. That was great. I appreciate it. So, as Cutter is disguising himself to look exactly like a changeling, succeeding in the most convincing way possible.
Also, Nixie knows because she knew he was Fae because he couldn't touch the chest.
Nix just knows everything.
Nixie assumes. For all you know, he's just a really intelligent Spriggan. But yes, Cutter is now transformed to look very much like a true changeling. And Lomar and Artie, you are both convinced by his disguise. He is really good.
Yeah, looks like you could be a natural.
I didn't get this far in life being bad at disguises.
That is very evident in your work today.
Alright, everyone put the cuffs on. And tie your hands.
I tie up our hands, or I tie up Lomar's hands, and I look over at Cutter. Huh?
Yep, got the rope. And I'll tie Artie up. And start walking him across the bridge.
As you enter, a few of the changelings are looking at you, but they are very busy in their task and do not attempt to stop you in any way. And you make it pretty far. Let me move y'all to where you don't make it anymore without controversy. That far? You're good? Feel like it's a Pokemon where, oh no, you made eye contact, now you gotta get in a fight.
Tall grass, tall grass.
Do. No, this is the ice gym, bro. We just slip down and have to hit the rock and start over at the gym.
Yep. So you make it this far, and you have some options. There's stairs leading up to the main gate, and it looks like there's 3 sentries there. Everyone else, it looks like they are very busy in their tasks. These guys are standing watch. It's very clear what their duties are. As you were coming across the bridge, you did notice that there was another entrance to the side, portcullis. and these stairs leading down. This over here, you do not see an entrance this way, but it is somewhat suspicious to you because there is a changeling standing sentry there. What does the party do?
I'll walk up and ask the direction for prisons, cells, whatever.
Where are you walking up to?
The closest guard-looking person.
Okay. With prisoners in tow?
Yes.
It cocks its head at you, and it speaks without a mouth. Do you not know, brother?
I've been out for a while on longer-term mission. I've never actually been here.
Ah, father's recovered you.
Yes. Recently.
And on assignment with fresh prisoners.
It's fucking cold out here.
This one complains a lot.
Ah, we can fix this. Let's show them to the cells. And with this, he looks to the two other sentries and lets them know, I shall indoctrinate our lost brother. What is your name? He directs the question towards Cutter.
Sorry, coughing fit.
Ah, coughing fit.
I tried to breathe and drink at the same time.
I was trying to figure out if that was like in character or out of character.
It's
same.
better then.
Feravin?
Yes.
Interesting. Named by father or your family?
The family.
Ah. Such interesting name mortals give us. With this, he leads you through the gate and takes you down winding passages, very much a maze. If not for your heightened perception, you would miss some of the trigger points that he trips to disable traps as he moves on. And you can hear the ratchet mechanics go by that reset it. But there's not many mechanical traps in here. Most of them are magical in nature. You hear him muttering words in the Fey tongue, and a strobing light pulsate down, and as the you and the prisoners pass, pulsates back up. When you get to the cells, they are not made of iron or ironwood like you were in, but they are made of pure ice. The changeling speaks a Fey word, touching it, and it appears to melt. And he gestures for you to put in the prisoners.
Good thing we stole those documents, huh? You'll
Yeah.
never find where I buried them. No matter what you say.
I just kind of glance over at the other guy.
They always speak weird things. It's been a long time since Father requested a live one. Will it be going through the change?
I was told nothing other than bring them here.
Father and his secrets. Does Brockus and Lamar get inside the prison cells?
Artie does. I mean,
the alternative is to start a right. So I explode.
Brockus was still with Nixie with the Prince of Frost. I just put you on the map so you could see what was going on.
Oh yeah. Explode.
Didn't pick up almost any of that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I have no idea either.
I said I'm dimensional travel. Just enjoy the day.
I heard testing and enjoy the day. All right. I'm
Too fast
sorry.
for my end. Like I can't understand a single word.
Yeah. All right. We'll. I think we'll be all right when we get back to him and we take the time for it. But for now, I'm going to. You know what? I'm just going to leave that decision-making process up in the air because it's been a while with y'all, and y'all have traveled a great distance. And Bone Snapper and Nixie are having tea with the Prince of Frost. The tea is more like a slushy than anything else. It's surprising it's not frozen solid. Uh, it seems it is magical in nature that it's able to be ingested at all. You can feel the coldness going through your body and coursing through your body, but it invigorates you and you feel very awakened by it. It's like drinking a very potent energy drink. Your senses appear to be heightened, but not so much that you get a mechanical advantage. Nixie, what are you doing?
Chatting and drinking tea, of course.
Yes. What brings you my way?
Oh, well, as I said before, I was trapped by the Wesselkin, and they have tasked me with finding out why they're there, because they are also very curious about it, and they were just finding the first way they could to ask, and they kind of threatened me until I could find out. So here I am, finding out.
Ah. Let my children know their time will come soon. Their father has not forgotten them.
Why are you making so many of them? What possibly could their purpose be? Are you trying to save them from the plague?
Oh, saving the mortal children? That was part of it. I was asked by several mortals to do so, and not just for their own children, but for those of their world who suffered. And so I made it so they paid a fair price.
What do you do with the children here? They said something about using them as a power source?
Hmm?
That's what the Spriggan Lord said.
Hmm. My queen does have ears everywhere. And when he says this, the sound in this area seems to cease. And with that, let me
Did
actually
it
make a
start
seat.
snowing?
You notice it now. The wind that has been at your back this whole time gave you a low hum, but its absence is deafening now. You feel its absence. The cold gives crystalline shimmers and bright twinkles throughout, and that is all you hear. But it seems that the wind is absent in this place now. But my queen does not hear. All my children need know is I have a plan for them, and it is for the betterment of all involved. Now, we have had our tea, and we've had our talk. Will you spread this word to my children?
Oh, I certainly will. I think we have to wait for Ruckus. Did you want to tell him something?
It depends entirely on my capacity to tell them anything right now.
If you speak slower, I think it comes through better.
I will enunciate.
It does come
Is that
through
better?
better though. It was, yes. A little bit faster.
Okay. Well, I engage in a long, slow soliloquy to distract him longer.
All right. With that, if you want to do so with you have pointed it out several times, so I know you would not dare be deceptive in this. But I would like you to give me either a performance in that you are performing this oratory skill and transfer of lore and knowledge to him, or if you're trying to convince him of something by the overall point or theme of this story, to use persuasion. Ah, yes. This performance does go on quite a long time. Orcs, especially a orc who is a notable herald of his people, is able to give it quite a lengthy performance and story of the frost giants and hunts he has been on. So the length of this performance was long enough for the infiltration part of the party to do what they wish to do. Uh, However, I'm enjoying the Brachus Bone Snapper typing. Yeah. As you describe the battle portions of this in great detail, he actually will have his ice golems enacted as you describe, making this a narrated performance on top of this, allowing you to correct any misconceptions between the two. So distraction.
You might be down for a second or two.
I went down for a second or two.
He was switching the server location to one that might be closer to Brackus.
Oh, okay. All right. So the Prince of Frost uses his ice golems to enact the story that Baracus narrates to kind of give a live action demonstration to the party that is present. So Baracus and Nixie get to see this impressive display of power, and it is very much a display of power. By the end of this, one of the frost golems is shattered into small pieces of ice, and the other one is heavily chipped. All right. And with that, the Prince of Frost sees Baracus and Nixie.
DM.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt. Baracus, try speaking now.
What? I just want to.
Nah, still the same.
Yeah, it's a new laptop, and I don't think there's a mic for it right now. If there is.
I said, just have an internal mic, so.
Okay. You came in through really good that time.
Yeah, I'll switch.
And back to it. Yeah, we'll work on that for next time, but we shall make do until then. But with that, the broken and battered ice golem sweeps aside the one that is shattered and turns its attention towards Baracus and Nixie. And the Prince of Frost says, I was so entertained and thrilled by that message, but I feel more performances needed. That tea was so delightful, and I'm still lacking in entertainment.
What happened to one of the ice golems?
While Baracus Bone Snapper was narrating his tales of adventures and orcish deeds of the Wild Hunt, the fighting portions of it were enacted by the ice golems, and in doing so, one of the ice golems was completely destroyed by the other, and the remaining one is heavily damaged. Does that satisfy your question?
Yes.
Okay. And with that, I'll leave that cliffhanger for now, going back to the other party. Okay. Thank you, Lomar. Appreciate it.
I tried.
I do not have the prison cell map readily available, so I'm going to keep it at this. We'll say that this is the prison cell. And Artie said you were already in there, right?
Right.
And Lomar, What did you decide to do?
Lomar knows that there's not much he can, so he's going to go into the prison cell as well.
Okay. And with that, the changeling puts his hand back up and speaks another Fey word, and the ice reconstitutes, uh, freezing you in, and then sealing perfectly closed. In fact, it hardly looks like there is a cell door at all, and is transparent. But when you approach it and try to uh, go through it, you can tell that it is several inches thick of pure ice. And the changeling looks at. Uh, oh shoot! What was the name you gave him? Ferfe.
Yep.
Ferfe. Follow me. It's time for your indoctrination.
I was not instructed to do so. I am to return and keep eye on the project.
After indoctrination, brother. This is your first time here. It is policy.
What is indoctrination then?
You've been away from the Feywilds too long. You need to relearn your purpose.
Which is?
What Father dictates. Please, follow me.
I'll follow.
All right. Similar story. He continues to disable traps along the way. You're able to pick up all of them because your skills are way too high for me to mess with. And he takes you to the indoctrination room. There's a frigid-looking chair reminiscent of a dentist chair that is leaned back with strange and almost eldritch like plants coming out of the ceiling and walls, clearly dripping some sort of sap. Please, brother, onto the chair.
I think I'll pass.
It is very confused, and then shakes its head. I forget. You have not been through indoctrination. This desire and will to defies from outside of Father. Please
Can I still
sit.
cast a spell?
Yeah. So we'll leave this dangling. What Cutter does with this. After they depart, you two are alone in your ice cell. You
Hey, Lomar.
So
That indoctrination thing doesn't sound good.
it really doesn't. I'm kind of curious to see if this ice is mostly magical or natural.
I I want to try something, but the keyword distraction is what I'm going to use here because I think I might be the distraction when I do this. If it works, you ready?
I'm just here to decipher stuff, so go
All
ahead
right.
and I'll see what I can do.
Can I cast? I want to try to cast shatter on the ice wall in front of me.
I was hoping you had that. Either you or Lomar, like when both of y'all decided to go on this, I was like, "Yay, this is gonna happen." It works. It absolutely works. Please describe how your shatter works and looks and sounds.
I'm still wearing my armor, so already there's a big mouth that forms, and it looks like instead of teeth, like it has a speaker, and it just starts to bump. And I'm like, louder, no one can keep us. And then there's a loud explosion as the wall bursts.
It bursts. It is loud, shattering every single snowflake-like particle of the ice wall. Just bursts and makes a nice loud ding, and you feel like you got tinnitus out of it. And they just drop to the floor.
Hey, Lomar, it worked.
Very, very well. Nice.
Your turn. And I'll do. I tell Lomar, you may want to stay back. I can do the same thing for you.
Yes.
And I will cast Shatter on his door as well.
You were both in the same cell.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
Even better. Save a spell slot.
Right.
Sorry, I'm asking Chat GPT for the stat block for those ice golems.
Is Cutter still within sight, or is he fully?
No, he went down a hall, and you're not exactly sure where he is. But you know which direction he started going. And give me a insight check, because I don't know if you would have picked up on all the traps.
All right, 1 second.
All right, so you picked up that there were traps just about every 30 feet in here. And a lot of them were in that strange Fey language. You don't know if you can disable them as intended, but you know enough to where you could check using Arcana, and between you and Artie, you have a really good chance for each one. So I'm just going to require you all to give me, one of you to give me 3 Arcana checks
Oh, by all
at
means, let me.
advantage. At advantage.
You said 3?
Yep. So 22, a 25, and a 28. Excellent. So you don't know this language. However, you can read the arcane script, and even though it's pulsating in different colors than you're used to observing and dealing with, this emerald green with strong hues of frosty blue and whites, you're able to trace them and figure out, oh, I could use these words to disable it, but you're not sure if you could physically pronounce them correctly. But you know how to bypass each one of these, finding the holes and vulnerabilities in each one. You and Artie are deftly able to traverse these halls, and you find yourselves in a courtyard. Not where Cutter is, but you do find yourself in an open courtyard. And let's see if I can actually move y'all there. Yeah, I'm just gonna. All the players can see this, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Just that is where y'all are at, in the frosted courtyard. Trying not to get the party too broken up. Right now, we got 3 of y'all.
We are trying to find one of the 3 strands of the party right now.
Nice. But from here, you can tell there's a likely path to get to where you want to go. Cutter, do you make any noises in your complaints in the process?
No, I'm just talking.
Okay. He's about to forcibly get you in there. And you can tell, like it is being broadcasted, that he will get you in that chair and remove the taint of the outside world from you.
All those things. Ignore the poison damage. That was a mistake.
Okay, can you give me the total number of that?
Yeah. Let me get a calculator.
Actually, get a calculator. It's fucking rogues, man. Fucking.
Hey, DM.
Yes.
Even if I'm not in initiative, if I hear stuff going down, I've got a spell I really want to cast.
Okay, I just need to know if this guy survives long enough to scream.
Uh, 202. I might have
Okay.
messed up some math.
Yeah, that's well over. So,
No, sorry, 152.
oh, okay, yeah, he's still alive.
What did I miss?
You want to add that up again?
Yeah, sorry. I thought I had the buttons coded right, but they are not doing what they did. Give me one second.
Okay.
Go to the other part. Oh wait, no, you're waiting. Plus that. Oh, sorry. 182. I forgot. Yeah, that's it.
All right, I'm going to burn a DM point to allow him to scream out before he dies.
You jerk.
Is that too much? Do I need to burn two?
No.
I think you do.
Okay, I'll burn two. You were less than double digits above.
Darn, so close.
Yep. If you're double digits, I wasn't even gonna bother. But with it being that close, he screams out in his changeling voice, and let's see his innate spell casting. He attempts to cast this with his dying breath, and you can see a dimension door open and close. It just flickers in and out of existence as he falls to the ground. And you think you almost saw some of the other changelings that were outside that may have heard this.
I'm gonna stick him in that chair and skedaddle. Actually, yeah, no, I can't get rid of the body right now. So I have acid and alchemist fire. Oh, that's what I'm doing. Alchemist fire. I'm torching him, and then I'm assuming his appearance.
When you assume his appearance, you only change slightly. It is less unique than a fingerprint, the difference. Which, there's a huge difference, so that was a horrible analogy. Yeah, it's almost imperceptible how little you changed, besides the fact that he was completely naked.
All right.
And had no gear that you could see. Yeah,
Okay.
How do you want to play this?
Okay. I'm gonna chill in the room while you go to the other folks.
Okay. You're gonna chill in that room while I go to the other folks. Lomar and Artie, you heard the scream. I'm gonna go back to Nixie and Barakas real quick, and let me get my initiative order up.
Wait,
There
do
we
we
go.
need initiative?
Oh, the Prince of Frost would like more entertainment, and looks at both of you and smiles with again that hint of malice, and says, "Oh, I trust someone who's had such daring deeds could survive my weakened golem. So please roll for initiative."
Hey, sounds fun. Oh no.
Where's the initiative button? That was just to get him on the board. Let me add his actual initiative modifier.
Barakas, make sure you click on your token first.
Okay, there we go. Nope, yep, that's the right initiative modifier. Gonna take Artie off of there because he doesn't belong there. And Baracus, your dexterity is much higher, so it
He
will be
rolled
going
a
below
2
you.
first.
Oh, sorry, Baracus. Nixie, you get to go first.
Oh joy. I am going to use bolstering magic on myself.
Bolster away. Snitches get stitches. She'll be the first one hitting it, so it'll be hitting her first, so you're right.
And then I will rage.
Rage away.
I rolled a 6.
Alright.
I am
What does that
surrounded
do?
by multicolored protective lights. You gain +1 bonus to AC, and while within 10 feet of you, your allies gain the same bonus. Sweet.
Ooh. So your AC is 15 right now, and you got pretty lights covering you and Baracus. Anything else?
Time to do the attacking.
Wappity wap. Don't talk back. Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so I don't need to roll the D3.
Nope. What kind of damage does that axe do again?
It is a magical axe that does slashing damage.
Okay, works for me.
It didn't add my rage, I don't think. That was weird.
Probably not. But yours is what, 4 now?
Yes.
Okay, so 20 or 19 points of damage.
Uh, sure.
And you have a second attack, correct?
Yes. Okay. That is my turn.
Right, and the second one does 17 points of damage. You chip away with it, at it with your axe. Your magic is bolstering your defenses and your allies. And this being, after you chip away at it and you see the eyes fly, screams, and it sounds like shattering glass. And as it screams at you, it projectiles. Actually, no, it's going to slam you twice, is what it's going to do. Yeah. So a 16 for the first hit and a 16 for the second.
That is unfortunate.
That is most unfortunate. So let's see. 7 plus 2 is 9. Plus 2 is 11. So 11 plus 8, 19 bludgeoning damage from the first, which is halved. So that'll be 9. And then 3d6. 14 halved is 7. And then 12 and 10. So it's doing bludgeoning and cold damage. So that's 12 and 10, or sorry, 12 and 5 for the second. It slams you twice, crushing down upon you. It seems sturdy and hard and cold. Ruckus Bone Snapper, you have beautiful lights covering you. This seems to be a rare challenge, going up against frost golems created by an archfey. It is already weakened, and you're feeling pretty. I don't know. I don't know what you're feeling. You tell me or text me. But it is your turn. What are you doing, and how are you taking care of this ice golem? Oh, good gosh, that's how you're taking care of this ice golem. Without words, you speak so loud. The first two hit. The third misses, and the fourth really misses. But let's adjudicate the first two first. Oof. All right. So that'll be 7 plus 16.
One of those needs to get doubled for the crit.
Okay, I'll double the 16.
I'm assuming the first.
You came in loud and clear. That was great. All right. All goes through.
Still standing?
Unfortunately, yes. And let's see. I'm gonna roll it.
I'll go ahead and action surge then.
Okay,
And I'm going to do my full round of attacks again.
please do. The crit fail, you just look silly. So rolled as low as I could on that chart. 16 does not hit. 23 will. 27 will. 22 will. Awesome.
And that's my go.
It is still standing, but from when you started, this thing has taken a heavy beating. It seems it is half its size after you are done. You and Nixie are done with what you have laid out for it. Excuse me. The Prince of Frost claps, not in a belittling manner, but it could be interpreted as such. Oh, yes. Such great form. Great show. Should be done in no time. Nixie, it is your turn.
I'm gonna hit that thing.
Do so. Yeah, you hit it.
Does 21 hit? Do I need to roll the d3?
Yeah. Yes, it hits.
A 1 and a 2 for damage. Aye.
Should be doing a lot more. And I hoped you would. Because it is its turn, and it is not happy with either of you. This is when it will lift up its face and howl out to the sky, and from its mouth, lots of frost comes out, and hail seems to storm from the sky. Both of you will need to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Belay that.
Do either of y'all want to use your inspirations to reroll?
I did, and it did not go well.
It's alright. It's just a saving throw.
Yeah.
17's about as good as I'm gonna get.
So I failed. I get plus a d3.
Oh, that's you both get a plus D3, right?
No, just me.
Okay.
So I get 3.
So as this,
Hold on.
I-
So did I fail 17?
yeah, you failed. Yeah. Both of you failed. It was a dexterity saving throw. It once per day can use Ice Storm, where the golem creates a hailstorm. So DC for him was 20 dexterity
Okay.
saving throw.
Reaction absorb elements cold.
Ooh, nice. How does that play out for you?
One moment, I'll go ahead and see if I can link it.
Yeah, because it's not cold and bludgeoning. This is pure cold damage. So it goes through for Nixie. Oops.
Oh wait, I have unstable backlash. Immediately after you take damage or fail a saving throw while raging, you can use your reaction to roll on the wild magic table and immediately produce the effect rolled.
Nice.
Oh, just a ball of light shoots out of my chest. I don't get to teleport.
It would have been after you took damage anyways, so.
Okay, well, I get to
Okay,
do 1d6
so I've got-
damage to him.
Go ahead, Brockus.
Yeah, so I was just gonna say I have resistance and I'll be doing 6 damage when I return a hit on the next go.
Okay, so it's resistance, so you'll take half.
Correct.
There you go. All right, and Nixie did 8 points of damage to it.
Oh no, that's not damage.
No.
That's just my roll on the wild search table.
Okay. So it doesn't take any damage or have to make any rolls against you?
No, it needs to make a con save.
Okay, that I can do. What's it have to be? I got a 14.
8 plus 4 plus 3. So 17? Or
15, but it failed. Yay! Has a plus 10 for its con save.
so it takes 3 radiant damage. And is blinded until the start of my next turn.
Okay, which is before its next turn. All right. That is its turn. Baracus, you are up. This thing is blinded, so you have advantage on your attacks.
Fantastic. Let's go ahead and roll that beautiful bean footage.
Please do. Yes. Yes. And yes. Yeah. Accuracy and consistency. Well done. Oh, nice. You have chipped away at it deftly. And it is still standing, but it looks broken. If this thing could feel exhaustion and tired and show pain, it would.
Okay. And that's my go.
Yes, your stories were not just fables. Truly, you lived what you so greatly described. Nixie, your turn. It is no longer blinded, so it is able to see you as you flitter around it, attempting to flank. What are you doing?
Just got hit a bunch by Baracus, so who's it focused on?
It saw you flitter, so it's looking at you. It was blinded. It doesn't know that it was Baracus. "19 hits. How do you kill it?
That was it to hit.
You're
Good 10 did it? Okay.
yeah.
I go around its back, or at least attempt to, and swing at the nape of its neck and try to behead the monster.
As you do, it looks up, and as it cranes its neck, gives you that perfect cross section, and you slice through the ice like butter, and it slowly falls down and shatters into thousands of teeny tiny pieces. Well done. You'll get credit for the CR. What was this one set at? 15. CR 15 for this one, even though its health was halved. Yes. Great show. Would you like to come join me in my castle?
Yeah, I could use a rest. After that, I'm not very fond of cold damage.
By all means. You too, great warrior.
I'm honored to be invited to your home. Surely it is festooned with many trappings, which I will find most engaging and enlightening if you should reveal a story to me as well.
Of course. So rarely do I get visitors, but the last two have been most enlightening. And with that, I'm gonna get y'all over to the courtyard. But let's figure out what was going on with the rest of the party while y'all were entertaining the prince. Alright. Cutter, you were disguising self?
Yep.
How are you disguising yourself? You make yourself, including your clothing. Nice.
Yep.
Well done. You do not actually have to be a naked changeling.
Yeah, the cold was a scary thing. Like, I'm not gonna survive the cold with no clothes.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Lomar and Artie, you heard the scream of the changeling. As far as you know, the only reason for anyone to scream would be Cutter, but you could intuit possibly there are other reasons for people here to scream. What did you do while Cutter was disguising himself?
Following the direction of the sound. And you mentioned that I was able to kind of perceive some of the traps, so kind of being careful as I'm nearing any kind of trap.
For you and the rolls you did before, you're perfectly fine traversing this. It does delay you in getting through, but you are easily able to make your way. And when you get there, you see a changeling on the chair, dead, and another changeling that looks like the one that took Cutter next to it.
Are you guys having some kind of civil war?
A toasted change on the chair. Honestly, no, it's just me. Indoctrination was not to my liking.
Cutter?
Hello.
All right, okay, I guess, yeah. Have you found the documents yet?
No, I just took care of problem. I was going to go search after that.
I feel like we're making a lot of problems right now.
Yeah, this was supposed to be a stealth mission, but it doesn't seem to be too stealthy at the moment.
We need to figure out how to get rid of Patty. Other than that, we're good.
Can we just toss it over the edge or something? No, I guess people will see that.
Yes.
What if we put him in the indoctrination chair, and then it was you there and not him, the old switcheroo.
That was the plan.
Where'd the body go?
It's in the chair.
Oh, okay. So that plan's still good then?
Yeah, how do we make chair work is the question. I didn't let him show me.
Oh, well, just leave him locked in the chair. I think if he just stays there, you know,
Don't think it's been
that's
there enough.
yeah, that's maybe we don't need to get rid of the body fully. Just or 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 we could interrogate him and find where the documents are.
He's dead.
Oh,
Yeah, he's definitely dead.
oh, never mind.
I will allow Artie to make this check. It is an Arcana check, but you will have advantage because of your artificer experience in trying to figure things out and how things work. You are the only one I will allow to attempt to figure this one out.
Yeah.
You had advantage.
Oh, let's see.
There you go.
Much better. Double it.
You aren't used to natural forces dealing with things, but you have used them before and seen how these work. These tree branches or saplings that are coming out of these walls all seem to be oozing a different form of sap, and it appears to be a combination of it. You get you can detect that these things are some hallucinogenic, some are help you reduce pain, help you forget. So it is a combination of toxins and neurotoxins to change and basically reset someone's mind.
So, I can make you a drink, but it'll be one you'll definitely forget.
Ooh, this could be useful.
Yep. You're not exactly sure which one does what, and there's one that is you can't place it. It has some arcana on it, and it makes no sense to you what it possibly could be. And it is possibly very frustrating because if only you had the knowledge to know what this was, you would know.
I'm going to take some of that and put it in an empty vial.
Okay, please label that as indoctrination juice.
I love the juices I'm getting.
Oh gosh.
Yep, just gonna keep walking.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just keep swimming, just keep swimming.
In those juice. No.
If you do wish to point them out, you can point out which ones help with relief of pain, help with forgetting. However, this is not a type of forgetfulness where you can adjust the sensitivity on it. It is potent in its dosage. At least not that you're aware of.
Artie points them out and says, "Be careful. You know, you may be curious of what it tastes like, but just don't."
It is slow producing. If you do wish to collect any of them, you're only able to get a single vial's worth.
I only care about the mystery goo.
All right.
I'm collecting the rest.
Okay. Please remind me before I log off tonight to get you all those.
Roger.
Thank you. So you're collecting this. You hear footsteps. They don't seem rushed, but they do seem very methodical and very in sync. Like stormtroopers, always going a single file to disguise their numbers. and they are headed your way.
We should leave.
Y'all should probably hide.
Is there anywhere that looks like there's a good hiding spot in here?
Yeah, this is problem.
No, not at all. Besides the chair, everything in this place is very minimalist.
And it's only one way in, one way out?
Yes.
All right, guys. Back into a corner. Run into him is what I heard. Headlong with a battle charge, like Nixie would want.
Right.
Or do you
Just
think
gonna-
we can sneak by them?
We also have 5 destiny points.
Yep. You have 5 destiny points, so y'all can adjust something in the scenery that would make sense to you. And depending on how ridiculous it is, that'll be how much destiny points it cost.
I vote a back door.
I was going to go with a sub door or something else that gives a secondary option.
Okay, so this I was actually considering having this in here anyway, so I'm only gonna charge y'all 2 destiny dice. And it is not apparent, and it doesn't really look like a door. However, near the back, underneath some of the vines and branches where the saps have come from, there is an opening, and it will take you to the back rooms.
Quick, this door.
All right.
I will stay behind and control the damage.
Right where that brown marker is will be the exit in this very makeshift map we're going with. There we go. Cutter, you're in here. Lomar, are you sticking behind or are you departing?
I'm going forward.
Through the back door?
Actually, no, sorry. No. Cutter, you said you were staying behind?
Yeah, I was staying behind to make sure that they think the body is Cutter and not whoever I'm pretending to be.
Got you. Then, yeah, no, I'm not staying behind. I'm going through.
Okay. Y'all are able to get through just in the nick of time. Gonna put y'all both behind the walls, the back walls, as they come in. Since Artie went in first, I'm actually gonna have Lomar there. Unless y'all decide to shuffle around and make noise. By all means, let me know.
No.
What is this? Brother, what has happened?
I tried to indoctrinate the new changeling that brought the prisoners in, but he pulled out fire and ignited himself. He was very against the indoctrination.
Deception. Because you use your acid to make the burn marks, you do have advantage on your story. You have advantage anyways, don't you?
No, not deception.
Okay. You didn't need it anyways. Yeah. This is unfortunate. New brothers are rare now that father prefers his constructs. Very well. We'll let you clean up. This is your mess, brother.
Of course. I'll start cleaning up the corpse the best I can.
How do you clean it up?
Oh, start, wiping down all of the singed flesh and burn marks, and um, once that's all done, I'm assuming they've left the room.
Two of them had left when you started cleaning, and the one that remained behind stops and looks at you. Yeah, and cocks its head. Brother, this is... You are not my brother.
Son of a...
That is not how they dispose of bodies.
Oh, I was just cleaning up the burn
Yeah,
marks.
that's not how they clean it up.
Oh, lovely. Well, hopefully the other two hear me.
Yeah. Please roll an ish. And the other two may roll as well.
My response is in Discord.
Oh, that would make me happy.
Just because you can't doesn't mean I can't.
Do we get a surprise round?
No, because he called you out.
Nah, fair enough.
I want to. I want to, but
I forgot to hit
No.
my token before roll initiative.
okay. Let me know what it needs to be adjusted to while I
10.
pull his stats back up.
Should be a 10.
All right. All right. It did call you out, but it was not quick on the draw, apparently. So with that, top of an ish, Cutter. What are you doing? You can tell that it does not trust you anymore, and it is about to do something.
If I ask it a question, can it respond? I forget how initiative works in talking.
It hasn't attacked you yet, but it looks like it is about to lay down on you. You could definitely try to diffuse the situation with words. That is
Okay.
always an option.
Yeah, I don't want to lose my initiative. But yeah, I'm like, how am I not your brother?
All right. It will answer you on its turn.
Wow,
Okay.
wow.
All right, Artie. You hear the threatening tone of the lone changeling in the room, and you heard Cutter's question. What are you doing?
I am preparing to cast a cantrip if I hear what I hear, or if I feel like I hear Cutter attack or it pop off in the room. He seems like he's still trying to chat.
Okay. Let me get your homunculi and your Raven in here before I get yelled at.
Thank you.
I'm a bird, caw. So Artie has his prepared action, or readied action. Lomar, it is your turn. You, too, hear the same thing. And you see that Artie is prepared to act. What are you doing?
Wall at all, or is it like completely opaque?
You are actually in the opening with the branches, so you're able to get a eyeball line of sight. It's kind of like you're the one hiding behind the closet and you can see through the cracks in the door, but it's really hard for someone to see you.
That is all I need. Like Artie, I'm going to ready a cantrip, Mind Sliver, and yeah, if I feel, and it's also I'm level 11, so a little bit more damage, so it's nice. But yeah, no, I'm going to ready an action, and the moment I feel like the other being is trying to harm Cutter, then it's getting slivered.
Okay. It raises his hand and says, "We preserve our brethren," and it is about to strike, which cues off Lomar's ready to action, and Artie as well. So must succeed at an intelligence saving throw.
So, like, I'm cleaning the burn marks off the chair and I'm not preserving the brethren?
The way you were cleaning up, they use ice to preserve and remove.
Oh, remove. Gotcha.
Yeah. You did not stick with their theme.
Fair enough. I couldn't have used ice anyways.
Yeah, it would have been hard for you to fake. Yeah, it does not make that saving throw.
You needed a 17 or better.
Yeah. It did not.
All right, so oh no, never mind. Keep going.
And the 10 to hit does not hit. And so it will now finish its action. Which for it is going to be Ray of Frost against you. All right, let's see if this actually hits you. So 14 plus. Okay, that hits your AC.
Okay. Do I make a save?
Nope, it's a to hit.
Okay. I'll take half damage then.
All right, so half damage of 17. So it's 8.
Thank you.
Yep, and that is all it will do this turn. But after it's done casting that, it drops its hand, and that Ray of Frost turns into an ice sword as it grips it. Cutter, your turn.
Right-ho. Green Flame Blade for cantrip, rapier, and scimitar attacks. Those three. So the 12, the 16, the 11, and the 8.
Its AC is 16.
I get advantage on my first turn.
Okay. So, yep, those all hit. Total damage?
Whoops. I'm bad at math in my head.
39 plus the fires 47?
Yeah, that sounds right.
All right, we'll go with that. It's still up, but it's not happy. Artie, your turn. Lomar is kind of in the way, but if you wanted to push past him and go through the branches, that way you could get line of sight and get a better shot at him, you totally can do so.
Oh, that's magic. Yep. I'm going to pop out. Make my shot.
All right.
Doesn't matter much.
There we go.
Yeah, that's going to hit. Oh, fire damage. Good job. When you hit it with the fire damage, you can see it starting to melt some of its... Like, it looks like it's melting or just heavily sweating.
Getting hot in here.
Well done. Anything else, Artie?
That'll be it.
All right, Lomar. It is your turn. Artie, the dwarf, scrambled through you and through the branches, comes out, and you weren't really able to see everything, but you know the spell he cast, and you can see the effect it had on the changeling that is attacking the other changeling. What are you doing?
The other changeling?
Because Cutter is disguised as a changeling.
Okay, gotcha. Just making sure. In the 6 seconds since my last attack, have I heard or do I have any feeling that there are others coming, or are we still kind of to ourselves right now?
You do not get the impression that others are coming. This one has not screamed out like the other one screamed loud enough for you to hear from the courtyard.
All right, and how damaged-ish does he look so far?
Right now, it looks like he's melting and sweaty, but it is not dropping down. It doesn't look like it is buckled or bent over. So, well more than half.
Okay. All right, for now, I'm going to continue casting Mind Sliver.
Okay. So that would be another intelligence saving throw that it will succeed on.
Oh, succeeded. Roll a d4.
Okay. I love this D4. It rolled a 1 on the D4.
Whatever he rolled to save, did that reduce him down to a fail, or is he still saving?
Still saves.
All right, never mind.
The net roll saved.
Okay.
Yep. All right.
That's it.
That's it. Still within cover, Lomar.
Yep.
The changeling, having felt fire, it don't like that at all. So, but Cutter is also the one who... Oh, let's see. That'd be a hard one for it to choose from. All right, sticking with Cutter. It is going to get into melee range with you, Cutter, and swipe at you twice with this frost short sword. The first one will miss, and the second one, 17 hit your AC.
1 below it.
All right, perfect. That's what I thought. All right, so it swipes at you twice. You can feel the heat from your body getting sucked away, even as it misses you. These things are cold, and if one of these lands, it's gonna hurt. Cutter, your turn. What are you doing?
My 2 attacks, and yep. Sadly, I don't get advantage on these.
$15 will miss. 19 will hit.
12 slashing plus 8 fire again.
Nice. The fire again melts away. This time, a thin sliver of ice just sloughs off. Where before you were getting kind of contact, when you pull through and the flames drop that ice, this thing feels like it's going to be easier to hit next time around. Artie, your turn. What are you doing?
Oh, he's looking just to rinse and repeat.
Very well.
Not very well.
Nope, not at all.
Arturo, come on, man. This is really messing this up.
The flame loogie just misses. And by that I mean it misses by a long shot, but you feel a little bit better thinking it missed by such a short distance. Lomar, it is your turn. You can peek through. You saw the ice slough down. Your knowledge of the archons and was it mage shield or what's it called? Mage armor?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a feeling you know what went down. What are you doing?
Let's see. Well, actually, quick question, DM. My Raven has the same initiative as me, right?
Correct.
All right.
Yeah, I think we were going with bonus action to give it instructions, and it'll continue to complete those instructions until they're finished, or you give it new instructions.
All right. I'm gonna just be safe. I'm gonna upcast Dragon's Breath on the Raven.
Ooh, okay. Describe what that looks like and what it do.
All right. So I go to my Raven, touch it, and tell him to rain down holy fire on the enemy.
Okay.
Actually, no. Sorry. Rewind. Yeah, sorry. Because I haven't hit the button to cast it yet. So, no, not holy fire. Because I'm changing it because of my awakened spellbook. Changing it to magical bludgeoning.
Ooh, okay. Ah, I'm a bird. Ah.
All right, because yeah, Dragon's Breath is a level 2 spell. Upcasting it to 5th level, but also my spellbook I have Maximilian's Earthen Grasp, so that's what I'm using as my bludgeoning.
Sweet.
So yeah.
Yep, and it will do so aiming the cone to where it hits the changeling and not the other looking changeling, the
Correct.
not
Yeah.
ally changeling.
Correct. Yeah. To do that, but also kind of like a hit and run. So flying in, hitting, and flying back to kind of stay within cover as
Okay.
much as possible. And he's got the fly speed. And again, upcasting the 5th level, so it's going to be I think a 5d6. So yeah.
That's such an awesome spell. So its dexterity saving throw succeeds.
Actually, hold on. Wait. Sorry. No, it's 66 because it's 5th level. But yes. Actually, let me double check that real quick. Hold on. Yeah, 66 dexterity saving throw, half as much when successful.
Great. It made the dexterity saving throw. So roll me that beautiful damage.
It won't let me change the type in D&D Beyond, but there you go.
That's fine. I know what you're doing.
All right, he's
Double-
got that for a minute.
So a minute of just bludgeoning breath upon him. But it succeeded, so it's only half of this.
Yep.
All right. So 9. Awesome. And this guy is going to see the bird and cast Cone of Cold.
Even though the bird's already kind of going back.
Thank you. As the bird's going back, it'll still cast it, and it'll miss the bird because the bird will get out of the way, but it'll still get Cutter.
And I'll take half.
Give me your Constitution saving throw, and we'll see how much you'll have to half. If it's half or half of a half.
Work button. There it goes.
All right, yeah, so just half.
Yay.
So half of 47. So that's what, 23?
Yeah.
All right. Cutter's looking close to hurt. After it does that and sees how much damage you took, it says to you, Cutter, "Don't worry, brother. I shall preserve you. You will be restored." And with that, Cutter, it's your turn. You get the sense that if he does drop you, he won't let you die.
That's concerning. I think I'd rather that.
Yeah, whether or not Cutter's the one who wakes up, we'll see.
26, 19, so 15 plus 17 plus 8 plus. Oh, not 15. So 20, 32, 40, 50.
Oof. It is hurting. It's still up.
10 of it being fire.
Yes. Artie, this thing promised to make sure that Cutter would be preserved. And then Cutter responded by slashing and stabbing it, inflaming it. And this thing's buckling now. You can tell its knees are getting weak. What are you doing?
I am going to. That's still not the movement thing. Let's see here. 5, 10, 20. That's within 15 feet. I haven't got to use this yet, so I want to try something different. Let's see if it hits first. Oh, has to make a strength save.
All right, strength save. Uh, it got a 12.
Good. 16, it fails. So Artie lashes out with Arturo from his armor, and an electrified strand of Arturo wraps around him and pulls the whatever this icy thing is 10 feet closer to me. And I tell it, "We will not show you the same kindness. We'll burn you to the ground."
Uh-huh. It is still up. Lomar. Artie has made a bold claim. This thing is weakened and really close to Artie and next to Cutter. What are you doing?
Is there any cone I can make that won't hit my friends?
There is. There's one.
Yeah, then it's definitely going again.
Okay. So, Smart Bird is going to do smart thing and cone it this way. And I'll roll that save and you roll me that damage. It succeeded.
Well, there's your damage, good sir.
There is my damage. So it is halved. And it is dropped.
Phew.
Uh,
So there was only one.
Thanks for the backup, Lomar. I really didn't know what I was going to do to finish that.
No problem.
I'm going to spend a DM point, and its dying reaction, it encases itself in the same kind of ice that was used as the barrier in the prison cell.
Shut up! I kick the casket. Cheater.
What kind of shoes do you wear?
Metal ones?
Okay, yep, then you're fine. It dings really loud. If you were wearing leather, you would have definitely have stubbed your toe.
Hey, Cutter, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have a question for you. Um, so, um, if we destroyed this thing, probably should we not?
They would know we were here. We should probably just get rid of the bodies somehow.
I cast Shatter on the solid block of ice casket thing.
All right. The loud noise happens, and this time the ice was preserving its body, so its body shatters as well.
All right, one body to get rid of.
Are you guys? This is the best group ever. You've only just asked me to destroy things all day, and this is the happiest I've ever been.
We need to find these documents now.
Good idea.
I'm here to help destroy stuff.
It's around this time that you all hear the loud voice of the Prince of Frost introducing Nixie and Baracus to his humble courtyard in very loud and pronounced words describing how elegant and clean it is.
ADM time check.
Yep, and that's kind of where I was gonna leave the cliffhanger.
That took way longer than I thought. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't at all how I thought it would go down. I thought there might be a little bit of party splitting, but the amount was more than I was ready for. So, thank y'all for bearing with me as I was adjusting things on the fly.
Of course, I had fun.
Good.
Definitely, me too.
This is also the first time I've used an AI bot to help me with DM, and it was so good for me. I got the Ice Golem stats and the Changeling stats on the fly.
So nice.
All right.
No joke.
If we're stopping here, I gotta go to put the twins down.
Okay. Yep. Appreciate you for being able to make it and helping out so much.
Definitely.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
When's the next session, and do we get XP?
Yes, you will be getting XP. Let me calculate that real quick. You still with us, Lomar?
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right, you're running your session on the 10th, right?
Correct.
All right. Unless we want to try the 17th. I don't recommend we do. I would say the 24th.
A full month?
Yeah, but after that, we'll be every other week again.
Any day
I
works
guess
for
if
me.
that's
So
our only
yeah.
option.
I'm good with that.
I mean, we have family visiting on, so that'll be here on the 17th. So I would like to spend the only Friday night they're gonna be here with them.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
I'm good for it.
Sweet, thank y'all. If we can work in a Saturday, I'll try to let y'all know with enough forewarning to make it work. But
I work every Saturday, so I can't do that.
oh yeah, that's right.
Anyways, let's end stream.
Okay, I stream.
Okay. I don't think we're gonna raid because we only have 2 people. So thanks for hanging out, everyone, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. And see you in a month. Except
Bye,
you
y'all.
can see me on Tuesday. So bye.